Right friends, welcome back to Questions and Answers, 11th July to 17th July. This is 28th week. Look at the first question. Pamplona, the place is famous for bull running festival. It is known as a San Fermin festival, and this Pamplona is the place in Spain. And if someone talks about a dog meat festival, that is China. And if someone talks about a bull running festival, that is a San Fermin festival, that is Spain. Please don't forget. And this place, Pamplona, is famous for this San Fermin festival. Theresa May became the second woman Prime Minister of United Kingdom. For United Kingdom, the first woman Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher, who was the Prime Minister for 11 years from 1979 to 1990. And the predecessor of Theresa May, that is David Cameron, resigned after the nation voted for leaving the European Union. And both David Cameron and Theresa May belongs to Conservative Party. And Theresa May, before becoming the Prime Minister, was the Home Secretary since 2010. Look into the next one. The Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The Hague is in Netherlands. It delivered its verdict on South China Sea dispute between China and Philippines, and we have discussed in detail under news capsule. And please don't forget, China has got a territorial dispute with 5 countries as far as South China Sea is concerned. They are Taiwan, Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia and Vietnam. Please look into this slide. Centre decided to monetize its equity holdings of SUUTI. You may ask, what is meant by SUUTI? SUUTI is a specified undertaking of Unit Trust of India. Unit Trust of India was in existence before 2003, and this specified undertaking of Unit Trust of India was established on 1st February 2003 by taking over the assets of Unit Trust of India. And this SUUTI holds a minority stake in around 51 private sector firms, and this SUUTI holds 8% to 11% stake in L&T, ITC and Axis Bank. Now government decided to sell these minority shares from these 51 private sector firms, and it is expected to give around rupees 60,000 crores to the government. Right? If someone talks about SUUTI, that is a specified undertaking of the Unit Trust of India. 51st Gnanpith Award was conferred recently on Gujarati writer Dr. Raghuveer Chowdhury. And please don't forget, it is the highest literary honor in the country. And he is the 4th Gujarati to win this laurel, and it carries the cash prize of rupees 11 lakhs. Please don't forget. At Rio Olympics, our men's hockey team will be led by PR Srijesh, whereas women's hockey team will be led by Sushila Chanu. Zanzibar Archipelago is in Tanzania. Please don't forget. This Zanzibar Archipelago, you may ask, what is meant by archipelago? Archipelago is nothing but a group of islands, and this is towards Indian Ocean, and it is a part of Tanzania. Please don't forget. Please look into this slide. This is part of Tanzania. Recently, our Prime Minister visited Tanzania and other countries. They are Kenya, Mozambique and South Africa. Please don't forget, these 4 countries have got a boundary towards Indian Ocean. And this Zanzibar Archipelago is situated in Indian Ocean. It is the territory of Tanzania. Operation Sankat Mochan. This is basically to evacuate Indians from South Sudan. We discussed in detail under news capsules the problem in South Sudan, and Indians were evacuated, and the program name is Operation Sankat Mochan. And there the clashes are primarily due to the president and first vice president. The president is Salva Kiir, and he belongs to Dinka group, and Riek Machar is the first vice president. He belongs to Nuer group, and basically the groups are fighting for supremacy in South Sudan. That is the crux of the problem. And please look into this slide. South Sudan has got boundaries. Northern side Sudan, and another important point is South Sudan got its independence after years of civil war in the year 2011. And South Sudan has got borders with Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Congo and Central African Republic. There was a terrorist attack in Nice, France. It is the city in southeastern France abutting Mediterranean Sea. Please look into this slide. Nice, this is the city situated abutting Mediterranean Sea. Look into the next one. A coup by military was thwarted in Turkey. And if you look at Turkey, the capital is Ankara, currency is Turkish lira. And Bosphorus Strait along with Dardanelles Strait connects Aegean Sea on one side with the Black Sea on the other side. Please look into the slide. This is Aegean Sea on one side and next Dardanelles Strait, followed by Sea of Marmara. Sea of Marmara is exclusively within Turkey territory, and subsequently Bosphorus Strait bifurcates Istanbul city. Istanbul city previously known as Constantinople, capital of Roman Empire, and this Bosphorus Strait separates not only Istanbul city but also the geographic boundaries of Asia and Europe. And this Bosphorus Strait connects the Sea of Marmara with the Black Sea. So Aegean Sea, Dardanelles Strait, Sea of Marmara, Bosphorus Strait and Black Sea. This is the sequence, please don't forget. Merchandise exports have grown by 1.27% in June 2016. They came to the growth path after being in contraction for 18 months. Our exports contracted for 18 months from December 2014 to May 2016. So for 18 months, our exports contracted. And for the first time after 18 months, we came to the growth path as far as merchandise exports are concerned, and they have grown by 1.27% in June 2016. And if you look at the merchandise exports and imports, merchandise exports or imports means the exports or imports of physical goods, and total exports during 2015-16 around $261 billion. And total imports stood at $379 billion. So as far as merchandise trade is concerned, we have a deficit of around $118 billion in 2015-16. Meeting of Interstate Council. This was held after a gap of 10 years. And previous Interstate Council meeting was held in December 2006. And after around 10 years, this was held. This is basically to facilitate cooperation between various states and union territories. And here the members are the Prime Minister, senior cabinet ministers, around 17 ministers are there. Then chief ministers of all the states, lieutenant governors of union territories. Unfortunately, for 10 years there was no meeting, and it is revived recently after 10 years. Look into the next one. Nalanda Mahavihara, or you can say Nalanda University, was declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Here important things I would like to tell you. World Heritage Sites are declared by United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is Paris-based organization of United Nations. And if you look at Nalanda University or Nalanda Mahavihara, this is a large Buddhist monastery in the ancient kingdom of Magadha. And please don't forget, it was a center of learning from around 5th century to 12th century. If someone talks about Nalanda University or Nalanda Mahavihara, it was a center of learning from 5th century to 12th century. That means for around 800 years. And it signifies the development of Buddhism into a religion, and at the same time flourishing of monastic and educational traditions in our country. And unfortunately, this Nalanda Mahavihara was ruined in 12th century by the end of 12th century when Turkish army led by Bakhtiyar Khilji destroyed it in 1193 AD. And along with the Nalanda Mahavihara, two more sites were also declared as World Heritage Sites in our country. One is the capital complex Chandigarh, and when the country was divided in 1947, the capital of Punjab in those days, that is Lahore, has gone to Pakistan, and subsequently Jawaharlal Nehru thought of constructing a new capital city for Punjab, and the idea of the architect Le Corbusier was taken for designing this new city of Chandigarh. Le Corbusier, Swiss-French architect, was engaged to design this Chandigarh city, and this capital complex, which houses legislature as well as secretariat and high court, was designed by Le Corbusier, Swiss-French architect, and this is now included in the World Heritage Site. And at the same time, another site is Kanchenjunga National Park in Sikkim, and this is the first mixed heritage site in India to get World Heritage Site status, and it is a national park as well as a biosphere reserve, and it gets its name from the third highest peak in the world, that is the Kanchenjunga, which is 8,586 meters in height. So three sites were declared, that is Kanchenjunga National Park Sikkim, Capital Complex Chandigarh, as well as Nalanda Mahavihara. And another interesting thing is, all over the world, 17 sites designed by Le Corbusier got World Heritage Site status. This thing please don't forget. Pema Khandu became the new Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. At 36 years, he is the youngest Chief Minister in the country. Please don't forget, he belongs to Indian National Congress, and with this, the crisis in Arunachal Pradesh appears to have been subsided. Look into the next one, Lifeline Express, basically bringing hospital to the people's doorstep. Wherever railway line is there, this Lifeline Express is going there. This is the world's first hospital in train. This was recently completed 25 years of service. It was inaugurated on 16th July 1991, and it is the joint initiative of Indian Railways and Impact India Foundation. Please don't forget. Look into the next one. Who moved my interest rate? This is the book written by Duvvuri Subbarao, former Governor of Reserve Bank of India during 2008-2013, prior to Raghuram Rajan, or you can say 22nd Governor of RBI D. Subbarao wrote this book. Look into the next one. As per the revised norms under sovereign gold bond scheme, the minimum investment can be 1 gram. Please don't forget, previously it was 2 grams and reduced to 1 gram. The salient features of gold bond scheme I have given here. Please go through them. Minimum is 1 gram, maximum is 500 grams. The tenure of gold bond is 8 years, and there is exit option after 5 years. And these are tradable through National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. They are not only available in electronic form but also available in paper form, and they can be used as collateral security for taking loans. And fixed interest is 2.75% per annum, payable once in 6 months. But if the gold value increases, then bond value will also increase. In addition to that, this fixed interest will be paid, and these are exempted from capital gains tax on the final redemption. And these are available at all bank branches, select post offices, as well as NSE and BSE also. Name the state which proposed a bank by merging all cooperative banks in the state. This idea was mooted by Kerala government, and Pinarayi Vijayan is the new Chief Minister. LDF is now ruling Kerala, and State Bank of Travancore, which got headquarters in Kerala, now going to be merged with State Bank of India. That's why now the state government is coming up with an idea to start a bank with headquarters in the state. Look into the next one. Minimum guaranteed pension under Atal Pension Yojana. Atal Pension Yojana is not successful as per the expectations, and minimum pension is 1000 rupees and maximum is rupees 5000, that is after attaining 60 years of age, and the age group to join is 18 to 40 years. Anyone in the age group of 18 to 40 years can join, and they will get pension ranging from rupees 1000 to rupees 5000 once they attain 60 years. And after the subscriber's death, the same pension will be given to spouse also. That means if husband dies, same pension will continue for wife. If wife dies, same pension will continue for husband. And after the death of the subscriber as well as the spouse, the dependents will get pension wealth of 1.7 lakh rupees to 8.5 lakh rupees to the nominee. This is available at all bank branches and at around 15,000 post offices. And this Atal Pension Yojana is assisted by central government under Financial Inclusion Fund maintained by NABARD. And please don't forget, for the subscribers who subscribed to Atal Pension Yojana before 31st March 2016, government is also giving some support to those subscribers. Look into the next one. 11th SM Summit was held in Ulaanbaatar, and this SM is nothing but Asia-Europe meeting, and this was officially established in March 1996, and the summit is held every 2 years. From Indian side, our Vice President Muhammad Hamid Ansari attended the Ulaanbaatar summit. Ulaanbaatar is the capital of Mongolia, and there Ulaanbaatar Declaration was released, and the declaration expressed its commitment for united fight against terrorism and violent extremism. And this Asia-Europe meeting, or you can say SM, basically has got 3 pillars: political, economical, social, cultural and educational pillars. Look into the next one, that is RBI asked banks to exchange up to 20 pieces of currency notes with a maximum of rupees 5,000 over the counter free of charge. So for the soiled notes or mutilated notes, you may have a doubt about the soiled notes and mutilated notes. So please look into this slide. Soiled notes and mutilated notes, and these type of notes will be exchanged at free of charge up to a maximum of 20 currency notes and maximum value of rupees 5,000. And if it is more than 20 notes, they can levy service charges. And this is available at designated bank branches only. Look into the next one. Punat Sangchu hydroelectric project is situated in Bhutan. Why I asked this question is, Cabinet recently approved a revised cost estimate of around 7,290 crores for this 1020 megawatt project, and this is a part of a 10,000 megawatt initiative taken by both the governments in 2008, and out of the total cost, Government of India is giving 30% as grant. And if someone talks about the Punat Sangchu hydroelectric project, this is situated in Bhutan. Ashok Patnaik became the Chief Executive Officer of NatGrid. NatGrid is a National Intelligence Grid. It was established subsequent to 2008 Mumbai attacks, and it is basically centralized agency. This stores sensitive personal information on citizens from almost 24 agencies to be made available for counter-terror investigations. So it compiles data and stores sensitive personal information from almost 24 investigative agencies. And basically this was established so as to look at counter-terror investigations. In the 15th edition of European Football Championship, Antoine Griezmann got the Golden Boot. the persons who score maximum number of goals will be given golden boot, and this man belongs to France. And the Euro 2016, please don't forget, won by Portugal. Portugal defeated France by 1-0 in the final. For the first time, which of the following states will have happiness department? Happiness department will be established by Madhya Pradesh government. And at the same time, please don't forget, Bhutan is the first country in the world to adopt gross national happiness. And at the same time, in World Happiness Index 2016, published by United Nations, India ranks 118th position among 156 countries. Union Cabinet allocated Rs 12,000 crore to Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. And if someone talks about Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, that is for skill development. Name the country which has declared Zika outbreak as a health emergency across the northern half of the country. This is Peru. Please look into the slide. This is Peru. This is the country situated in South America region with having long coastline of Pacific Ocean. Second important point, please look into the slide. These are the countries affected by Zika virus. And these are the Latin American countries, please don't forget. And at the same time, if someone talks about two diseases, that is Guillain-Barré syndrome as well as microcephaly, these two are reported to be associated with Zika virus. And microcephaly as well as Guillain-Barré syndrome, microcephaly is reduction in the size of the head, and Guillain-Barré syndrome is pertaining to nervous system. And this Zika virus is mosquito-borne virus transmitted by Aedes mosquitoes, and the same mosquito causes chikungunya, dengue and yellow fever also. These things please don't forget. Look into the next one. Union Cabinet approved revival of 3 defunct fertilizer units at Gorakhpur, Barauni and Sindri. And 3 things I would like to tell you. This Barauni fertilizer plant is in Bihar, and this was closed long back. This belongs to Hindustan Fertilizer Corporation Limited. And if you look at Gorakhpur and Sindri, Gorakhpur is in Uttar Pradesh, Sindri is in Jharkhand, and these 3 fertilizer plants are going to be revived. And already the Prime Minister recently visited Gorakhpur and stated about the revival of fertilizer plant at Gorakhpur. Last question, Indian Navy commissioned INS Karna, independent base of Marine Commandos. This is Marcos, this is independent base of Marine Commandos, and this was recently commissioned at Bhimunipatnam. This is near Visakhapatnam, around 20 to 30 kilometers nearer to Visakhapatnam. This is in Andhra Pradesh. Right friends, with this let us conclude questions and answers. Have a nice day. Thank you.